Alright YouTube, this is a new school that the city of Piqua has just built. Piqua Central Intermediate, thank you for building our future. Well, my thoughts on that are they destroyed the future by destroying the past schools that were otherwise very beautiful, and it's really a shame when they're just allowed to slop anything together, these local schools. And you know, you can see these schools just have no unique architecture or no character. Typically these schools, they start falling apart within a matter of years. So this is going to be their junior high. I think I read something that there are only going to be one junior high. I'm not going inside the building because I doubt if I would get granted permission or not for that. I did see some kids out back playing with their parents, but I'm not going to show that on camera because people can get pretty sensitive about that. But anyway, this school looks like it's getting ready to open here anytime. It looks like it is just finished. So, you know, this is ultimately what we're getting. Schools that are ultimately falling apart within a matter of years, sometimes not even 5 years, and yet people are allowing this kind of crap, you know, to be built while tearing down architecture that is so much, you know, stronger. And the laws that are allowing these schools to do this, I really wish they would be amended, because as I said in the previous video with Wilder Construction, so the construction buddies get really two handouts here. Get to tear down an old school, then they get to, well, let's take this back. They actually get three handouts, really, when you think about it. They tear down the old school, which was meant to last 100 to 200 years or longer. Then they build this new piece of crap right here, which will fall apart within a matter of years. So, and also with the shoddy construction that's often involved in these new buildings, something that should also be had, that will also get a third handout in order to actually come back in a few years and fix something that's wrong with this building, because they ultimately keep, you know, falling apart within a matter of years. And so the construction people get to triple dip the taxpayers. So can I, you know, I'd like to ask everybody something, you know. How are these schools better for the community when they're tearing down? There's some people over there playing with their kids, but how are these, I'm not going to get too close, but how are these schools really benefiting? There they are over there, but I'm not going to really. How are these schools really benefiting anybody when ultimately the taxpayers are being ultimately ripped off here? Because that's essentially what's happening. But people all over the country are failing to understand this, that, like I said, they're tearing down schools that are around here, like the Wilder. That thing would have lasted another 100 years, maybe another 200 years. Bennett Junior High, which I did a video of last year. I'm going to go down there and later on get a video of that. So they're tearing down schools that would have lasted forever and ever and ever. And this crap, within, I'm going to say these schools will only have probably, I'm going to say a 20 to 40 year lifespan, because they definitely don't build the stuff like they used to. So the usefulness of this building versus what you've had that's lasted for almost 100 years, that would have lasted another 100 years. But because of the, you know, the school bureaucrats and the stupid politics that are actually involved in this, so ultimately the taxpayers end up getting ripped off. And in this case, they're going to get ripped off 3 times, because as I said, they're going to eventually come back and have to fix this and all this other, you know, shoddy construction that You see this building right here, there's just no carvings. There's nothing unique in here at all. All it is just block and stone. There's nothing unique. So thank you for destroying our future, because you've destroyed our past and you've destroyed our future. And it's not just here in Piqua, it's all over this country where they have destroyed schools, where they have destroyed our schools all over this country. You know, destroyed perfectly strong schools for this crap. If they were building schools the way they used to build them, where they were meant to last, that would be one thing, but it's just dick it together with these schools, and that's ultimately the tragedy. You know what's bad about these new schools they're building? Within 5 or 10 years, they end up falling apart. And while they're tearing down perfectly strong schools, you know?
Yeah, some of them are. I don't know how Pickles are. I'm not from.
Well, I see a lot of schools all over through the area. They start falling apart within a matter of years. Nothing unique. And it's a shame that, you know, and they make up all these excuses, you know, to tear down these old schools, and it's a tragedy. Schools like Wilder and Bennett and you know, all throughout this country that were meant to last hundreds of years, being torn down all because of the crap. They don't have air conditioning, all this other crap, you know. Anyway, YouTube, that's gonna be it for this one. This one is getting ready to yeah. Well, that is an interesting thing to say, but and I'll say this much.